Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Lone Star Radio on my mind. So won't you kick your feet up if you
Welcome to the Texas Ticket Show on Lone Star Community Radio. This is Armando and with Haley Dawn.
Hey, happy Friday. How was your St. Patrick's Day?
Green.
It was green? Did you get pinched or did you wear green?
No, I wore green. I bought these glasses in a kit, and they came with like 10 different colors. Just readers.
Oh, okay.
And one of them's green, so I just.
So it's perfect.
Yeah, I had just a regular dress, but I had my green glasses on, so
okay.
Avoided a lot of that.
All right.
But I was living vicariously all weekend through Susan Hickman's videos and clips, and I can't tell where she was really at. I mean, I saw her at like 10 different places. Mysterious. Susan Hickman, country music singer-songwriter, Nashville recording artist, is expected to be on the show today.
Yeah, we're excited to have her.
Yeah, and that's assuming she makes it. I don't even know. I think she posted at like 3 a.m. On St. Patrick's Day. I think she'll be recovered by Friday.
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's a professional.
I think she does that.
She's
That's what she does full time.
Yeah. Living vicariously.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, loving her music. She'll be on to share some of that with us. We're also going to bring Brooklyn Taylor from some Salons by JC. She's here in the studio with us today, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the new JC salons that are opening up at Waterpoint. We were intrigued by the idea and the concept there. She's going to share that with us today. We're also going to talk a little bit more about some of the local events happening here in Conroe area and things that might make you a little more Texan today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got the fashion show coming up on May 3rd, so we're excited about that, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But first, let's welcome Brooklyn Taylor to the studio. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome, Brooklyn.
Thank you.
So you tell us a little bit about your title and what you do for Salons by JC.
So I am the concierge manager at our new Salon by Jc-Waterpoint location. So that's located right off of 105 at Waterpoint Shopping Center. You might be familiar with some of the restaurants we have. We also have a marina. So our new location will offer about 34 private suites for beauty professionals to kind of have their own sense of an ode to their hard work, I should say. This will kind of be their own space that they can operate their business out of our location.
At Waterpoint Center.
Yes, sir.
And you're above that Starbucks over on the lakeside there, second floor.
Yes, exactly. We are directly to the right of Starbucks on second floor, just like you said.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, lots of nice restaurants. Fajita Jack's is down there. Hunger Crush Cafe is there. Kashi, Crust Pizza, several wonderful businesses, and I know the lake attracts a lot of folks. It does, and a lot of that there. But your concept is kind of original in a lot of ways. It is based on bringing in, and correct me if I'm wrong here, question mark, entrepreneurs that own their own, or their own, or how does that? They come in, they house in your facility. There is the concept.
Exactly. So they get to kind of brand their business the way that they want.
That's cool.
And we do have a sense of community while also kind of not competing with your other coworkers. So this is your business and your hard work and your brand that you walk into your suite and it looks like you. It's not your boss's designs and his ideas and so on.
So it's got a door?
Yes. So each suite will be private with a door. You'll get a sink or a shampoo bowl, and then there's some few other amenities within those suites. Everyone has their own access, and no one else can get in their suite.
Can you see the lake from your place?
Yes, you can.
Wow! Well, I was hoping she said yes, because nope, you can't see. Because I know the Waterpoint Center has a great view. I know they have $1 million view from the townhomes and condos that they have there on Lakeside, and probably the best real estate on the lake, or arguably. It is up there. Let's put it that way. Beautiful spot, beautiful location. The Waterpoint Marina and the Waterpoint Center. The what are those condos called? Waterpoint condos?
Shoreline condos.
Shoreline. I knew they were showing. Okay, yeah,
Something
the
close.
shoreline condos and those things. Wow,
Beautiful.
wow. Yeah, and a lot of good clientele will come from there, I'm sure, and then every one of the folks that are going to lease from you. And how would they get involved?
So the best way to kind of stay up to date with since we aren't open yet, we are posting quite often on our Instagram, and that you can find us at Salons by Jc-Waterpoint. I'll be posting everything about our grand opening event, what day we're expected to open, kind of promotions we're running, and just kind of highlighting some of the beautiful views from our location at Waterpoint.
That's cool. They got views. Yeah, that's great.
So is it just a place for hairstylists, or is it like nail salons, beauty,
Aesthetics, everything.
massage therapists, anything like that, or is it just mostly hair?
Great question. It'll be all of them.
Okay,
So
perfect.
we will offer anything from hair, nails, eyebrows, even massages and medical facials. We are kind of open to any of the services that our beauty professionals provide.
Awesome.
Wouldn't it be cool? Just some big all-in-one in there. Go get you.
One-stop shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Nails,
Just boom, 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 boom.
eyelashes, hair, massage.
I'll tell you what, I'm excited for my own sake. I'm going to go door to door and get my nails done, my eyebrows done. So I'm excited.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
What
great.
about like tanning? I feel like that if there was like a mobile
We
spray
could.
tan.
Yeah,
could
we
do that?
definitely could.
That would be,
Do you think
yeah.
you're making these things affordable and cost efficient for someone like a tanning salon that's probably, what are we, $10 a session, more? Really?
I mean,
It's a lot of tanning.
I'm not gonna
you
throw.
know?
I don't know a specific number for the market, but I would assume that some. If you're busy enough, if you're doing enough tans every day,
Yeah.
you could definitely make it by with like in a salon.
So, I mean, for that entrepreneur out there, that lady that owns, or gentleman that's good at what they do, whatever it is in that category, do you think you present a viable option for them to start their own business?
Definitely. So we have a wide range of suites that we can kind of accommodate whatever your budget may be and work you into a space that will be best. If you decide the space is too small and you've expanded immensely, we have bigger spaces. We have spaces with windows and balconies and
Yeah, that was my next question.
Beautiful
What
views.
if I blow up in there? I mean, I'm gonna need some more space.
right. So what's
know.
awesome is we even have double occupancy suites. So if
Okay.
you and your brother are both barbers, y'all can operate your business out of the same spot and kind of share a suite. So that's also an
That's
awesome
cool.
feature.
So for somebody who's looking to get a suite or get more information, I know you guys are not fully open yet. How would they do that? Where do they go for that?
I would say Instagram's your best bet.
Okay.
You can DM me directly. If not, you can find us on our website, and that will be salonsbyjc.com, and then just plug in that Waterpoint location.
Awesome. Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
great. Any idea when they can start leasing if they wanted to?
We will start leasing very soon. Right now, we are offering pre-leasing, and we hope to open August.
August. Okay.
That's coming up.
So
So as a concierge manager, what is your role there? How do you assist business owners there?
each day, I'll assist business owners by being kind of the front facing. So when your client walks in, I can greet them, and that's awesome because a lot of salons don't offer that. So they'll come and see me, and they'll check in and get you to the right suite. I'm able to pick up that phone all the time. So if you're doing hair and someone might call our location, I can kind of direct business
There you
to
go.
where it needs
Oh,
to
that's
go.
nice.
That's a value for
Yeah.
sure.
That's
Yeah,
super
so
nice.
that's definitely something that sets us apart is I will be at that front desk all the time, and you won't have to hire your own receptionist in your suite.
Yeah. All right. Well, what about, do you have any advice for businesses who are thinking about doing this? Like one piece of advice if they're thinking about opening their own suite?
I think to stick to your brand, whatever makes you feel confident, and that's what you run with. Stick with it, promote it, and really execute you and your brand.
Yeah.
And so your application's in for the Conroe Lake, Conroe, Montgomery County Chamber, Conroe Lake, Conroe Chamber of Commerce. And we're looking forward to see you add there and participate. Will you be going to Taste Fest? It starts next Thursday, the 27th.
Yes, I will be. I'm so excited to try out all of the local businesses that participate.
And that's, I think, Mr. Schisler was telling us a bit about our production team here, about the hours of operation and when they work and how it goes, because we had a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So the caterers will be there at the Lone Star Convention Center on the March 27th, And
For the kickoff event.
Yeah, 5 to 8, I believe. Is that correct, Mr. Schisler? Yeah. Okay. Great. And then the that goes on till May 31st, and you can use your pass at all the restaurants. And
they're doing it actually. Before it was on paper, but this year they're doing it on an app. So it should be really straightforward for you to have the app on your phone, to go onto the app, look through, see which restaurants are participating, and get your coupons right there. So
yeah, and I know Hunger Crush down there is participating. They'll be at the catering side because they do catering for larger events, and they also have the restaurant right down in there. And I'm sure some of those others. There's several members in the Waterpoint Center that they're glad to have. March 27th again at the Lone Star Convention Center, and I believe that's 5 to 8. Yeah, Taste Fest. Everybody likes Taste Fest. Currently under construction.
Yes, sir.
When's day one?
August, right?
Hopefully August.
Hopefully
yeah.
August,
So I'll
yeah.
definitely announce days to come. We do
You got
plan
a Facebook
to,
too, right? I'm
Yes,
sorry to
we
interrupt
do.
you. My bad.
No, same thing. It's Salons by Jc-Waterpoint. So find us on Facebook or
Okay.
Instagram. DM me,
Yeah.
text me, any of it.
Awesome. Well, JC, I look forward to seeing what happens down there, or Brooklyn. Sorry, for JC Salons. I'm looking forward to the Taste Fest and seeing you there, and I want to get a follow up on the salons that are in there, and I can't wait to see who gravitates to this and gives some of these entrepreneurs an opener on starting their own business and taking it to the first step, or maybe even a more matured second step. You know, maybe they're doing the business out of another facility, and this would bring a new clientele, a new location, a new look, a fresh look for them. And these entrepreneurs or small business owners can really blossom in there. I feel like there's potential to do that there.
I agree. We are so excited to open up and just see everyone's business flourish.
Other questions? Did you want to?
No, I think that was all that I had. Yeah, we talked about.
Yeah. Anything else to add?
No, thanks
Yeah.
again for allowing
Cool.
me to come here and speak about it.
I know it's a little early, and you were like, well, should we be built? Well, that's when you want it full, operational, know,
Right.
and it's really nice to get these lease opportunities. And right now, this pregame, this pre-lease, it gives you not only new opportunities, but it represents hope out of maybe a stagnant business, and hope's really, you can hang your hat on that sometimes, and I, as long as there's growth opportunities, growth options, ways for my business to blossom, and I think this brings a great clientele, a great audience, a well-renowned area that can bring the right clientele to them, and I look forward to seeing how it works. Brooklyn, thank you for coming. We'll find you online at some of the pages you shared with us, and we'll put some of those links down below. Guys, check it out, JC. Salons
by JC.
Salons by JC. Am I getting it right? Okay,
Yes.
Salons by JC. We look forward to seeing you soon and catching up. Thank you for
Thank
coming,
you.
Brooklyn. We'll be back right after this with more of the Texas Ticket Show.
Won't you kick your feet up if you have a minute? Turn your radio dial to the Texas.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gull Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Tune in to 104.5.
Welcome back to the Texas
Star
Ticket.
Radio
Ladies and gentlemen,
on.
let's welcome Texas recording artist, singer-songwriter, Miss Susan Hickman with Moth to a Flame.
I should listen to what the people say. When it came to you, you waltzed right in, then you wrecked me. I took the bait like a child. You said all the right things. No, I never meant to fall. I was drawn to you despite like a moth to a flame. He said it was hard to let your guard down. Well, it was hard for me too. Swore I'd never love another. Oh, no, no, no. Then along came you. You said all the right things. No, I never meant to fall. I was drawn to you despite your game, like a moth to a flame. I could have been everything you needed if you would have just let me in. I hope you're happy in the bed we used to lay. Oh, I bet it still smells like me. You said all the right things. No, I never meant to fall. I was drawn to you despite your game, like a moth to a flame. I was blinded, I would have taken your name, like a moth to a flame. To a flame.
Wow, what a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Appreciate it.
Susan Hickman Music. Thank you for coming, Susan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. This is exciting.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
I'm way excited.
Yeah, beautiful.
Man, you've been everywhere, and I've been talking to everybody about how I've been living vicariously through your St. Patty's Day weekend.
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
You look like you had a blast.
We had so much fun. So we were at the Conroe Ice House.
Okay.
And they did like a multi-artist, multi-band event. So I think it started like around noon or 1 o'clock, and a lot of my really good friends, Heather Raylene, played out there too.
Yeah.
Mason Krager was out there. Yeah. So it was a blast.
I love that.
Yeah.
And just a moment for Mason Krager's grandfather. He passed away just recently.
We're definitely gonna miss Bill,
And
yeah.
Bill's been on the show. He came by to visit in one of his birthdays, and you know how he always played with Roger. You know, drinking a lot of tequila. What a wonderful man.
He was
And
a great man,
He'll
for
be
sure.
remembered. That's for sure. A host of stuff, Susan. You were on The Voice February.
I was.
Yeah, and
was.
you're
Tell us
recently.
about that. I have to know.
We'll
Yeah.
stop there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It was such a good experience. So many, I've heard so many different things about so many different, singing competitions and reality shows and all of that. And I've done a number of them, to like a very like small level. But The Voice was incredible. The people were so professional. The band, Paul and his band, oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Who were your judges?
So Kelsey Ballerini, Michael Bublé, John Legend, and Adam Levine.
Wow,
Yeah.
what a
Were you,
Michael
were you
Bublé.
nervous before doing that, or you?
So the prep was a lot. So they prepare you for everything. They prepare you for every scenario possible. You get paired with a really great like fantastic vocal coach. We did stage performances. We did all kinds of stuff. I was as prepared as I possibly could have been.
Okay.
I stepped on that stage for my audition like the day of, and I could not hear a thing. We did stage rehearsals, we did monitor checks, we did all of that stuff, but the audience like literally erupted. They were they were so like
weren't into
into
practice.
everything, and within 3 notes of me singing, like like the song that I sang was "It Must Have Been Love"
Yeah.
by
I loved it.
Roxette.
Roxette.
Yeah,
I was
so
gonna
like
say
Swedish
Gloria
pop
Estefan.
song for like a country girl. I was like, okay, this is interesting. I can do this. But it was like it starts off in my lower register. So like within 3 notes, I was like my soul floated out of my body. I was like, not today, not today. But I mean, once I got my
I haven't
upper
heard that
register,
song.
it was better. But I still it was rough.
Oh,
But
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that they prepared you and did all of
For
that
sure.
and walked you through all of that. That's
for sure.
yeah.
And given the opportunity, like, I mean, if they asked me back, I would go back in a heartbeat. Like, I was so thrilled, and I met so many great people. Like,
Yeah.
the
Did you have to send in
artists.
like a video, or did you stand in line, or how did that?
So
how
they-
did you start the process?
Yeah, so you don't stand in line anymore with the voice,
Okay.
which is so
That's really nice.
awesome.
yeah.
You do like a virtual, so they
Oh, okay.
like periodically, like twice a year, they do the virtual calls for that particular season, and I auditioned, and within like 30 or 45 minutes, they let me know, okay, you're cleared through the next round.
Okay.
And then there's a series of things that you have to do. Like, I mean, I sent them so much stuff, and they asked for particular things that I did not have, so I had to go, record videos and do certain things, and so they could go through like their process of elimination. And there's a lot of people that audition for that show.
Yeah, I did something similar with Shark Tank.
Yeah,
And so,
yeah.
The whole process is all virtual, but yeah, sending in the videos and doing all of that and making sure that you have all your ducks in a row and all the information they want and it's conveyed correctly, and then you go through the rounds. And anyways, it's a very interesting process, very well put together, that too. So I'm glad you had a good experience with
So
it.
Yeah,
do you
it was
and Michael
awesome.
Bublé become friends?
I mean, we didn't. I mean, not to the capacity that I would like. I think he is like
Me
one of the
too.
most talented individuals.
I know.
Like, I was so excited to meet him.
Dime Cuando.
Yes, yes.
Stop! I was like, oh my God, Michael Bublé.
Yeah, like, I mean, he can sing anything. I mean,
Right.
yes, he has his individual style, of course, but like, he could do anything he wants to do
Yeah.
and be probably really pretty successful.
You're extremely versatile too. I mean, I've seen some John Cougar Mellencamp. I've seen a lot of amazing covers that I think you've run that were just brought new flavor, if not even some of the artists that have passed would have been grateful. They would have been, Susan, great job.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm such a huge music fan in general. So like, if I like a particular genre that maybe is not what country music listeners normally listen to, it's like, okay, let me dip my toe over here and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, your music journey started when you were really young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you?
I actually, growing up, like, I was always singing. I was always playing instruments. I started piano when I was 5, violin, like early, like maybe 12, 13, into my teens. I didn't actually pick up guitar until I was 19.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You got the fiddle down? You get it?
I mean, I don't practice as much as I should, and I don't play on stage right now just because I went through like a very long period of time where like my hands and like I got a lot of aches and pains because of the music business and my instruments.
You've been
and
through some surgeries and
I have.
stuff, right? Yeah.
I
How
have.
how has that affected how you show up, and how have you persevered through that?
Just realizing that I'm not going to let it beat me, I guess. Like when I was going through my hand surgeries, especially, that was because I went through that first before I did my vocal surgery. So like the hand surgeries, my carpal tunnel and trigger finger, and then I had a mass removed from my where my barring finger is for the guitar. So they did that, and the doctor was like, you're not going to do what you're doing now because this is just going to come back. Which he was right. I mean, carpal tunnel, if you don't, take care of it, if you don't, constantly, do rehab and therapy and all that kind of stuff, it will come back. But I've learned a lot of things that I didn't know all those years ago. So I'll do massages, or I'll do trigger point therapy or acupuncture, which if you haven't tried acupuncture, it's really cool. It sounds weird, and I'm terrified of needles. But
And in your hand, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Lots of nerves in the hands.
but acupuncture helps with like sinus and sinus allergy, asthma, which all of those
great.
things I have. So
I played a lot of paintball growing up, and they would always talk about the most hurtful places to get shot at, and your hand was on the top of the list because it's just so many nerve endings for your sensitivity and touch that it is a very sensitive part of the body. Meaning, if I got shot in the chest, it would, no big deal, a little small mark, or maybe even a bruise. But if you put that same bruise on my hand,
right.
it hurts.
Have you ever
need
seen
a
the
break.
homunculus?
Oh my gosh, the monkeys.
Homunculus.
Homunculus.
What
Tell me
is
about it.
that?
Yeah, tell us about homunculus.
Well, it's just a figurine that basically shows like the most sensitive parts of the body, and so the most sensitive parts are the largest parts on the homunculus. So it's a figurine, and so it has like a big head, but the ears are really big, and the tongue is really big, and the hands are huge because those are the most sensitive parts. And like just going off of your nerves, it just shows you.
Oh, weird.
Anyways, it's very interesting. It's
The
have-
neck,
you'll have
the
to look it
armpit,
up.
under the arms, right in
You'll have
here,
to
real
look it up.
sensitive areas. Just a lot of places you did not want that paintball to hit. And when you came in there, other than the normal body protection, and you wear some base armor. But and the point was that the hands, even surgery, I imagine that's just dramatically different. And they probably numbed you, huh? Your hands.
They put me completely out. They put me under, and I was under for a while. Like it was a I don't know. It was a couple hours surgery, and so
Well, how long has that been?
so we did that surgery in 2009.
Okay, all right.
And then my vocal surgery, I had a cyst from acid reflux on my vocal fold, that was a nightmare. That was in 2010. But it's like those kind of
can't
things.
tell. Your voice is amazing. I'd let him keep the guitar. Get a guitarist. Your voice is killing it. I mean, wow.
Thank you.
Hate to take away any of the tools, but I mean, you have piano in your tool shed. You've got the fiddle somewhat, and if you wanted to
sure.
practice a song, you'd probably be versed. But man, the voice is golden.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the sound. You got a new song out, Grit. Tell us a little bit about that.
Grit and Glory.
Grit and Glory,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is a song that it's in collaboration with Chip Oliphant and Jason Allen. So Chip actually wrote the song, and we collaborated on it. And so it's also in collaborations with the 4-6s. So you've heard of Yellowstone and all of that kind of stuff, and Landman, and
They got a beer.
they have beer, and so
They do.
we're the three flagship artists of the brand. So we're the first ones that they started this like music, artist showcase program.
That's great.
And so we promote with them, and we just wanted to put out a song. We talked about writing one for months, and then finally Chip actually got in and did the work, and me and Jason were like, cool, man, let's do it. And so like we got that out, and so it's number 69 on the TRRR chart right now, and I can't remember what it's on the Texas music chart, but it's out, and it's been out for 2 weeks, or this will be the third week. So
Grit and Glory.
yeah,
exciting.
Awesome. And you were on Great Day Houston just recently as well?
yeah, like 2 weeks ago. So we went on there, and I say we, it's me and my guitar.
You're a duo?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a duo.
I say that all the time because my band is always with me, So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, we, and they're like, who's this we? Got to visit.
Guilty.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
got to visit with Deborah Duncan, and she's fantastic. I love her to pieces. She's so awesome. She's like such a personality, and she's so talented. She's a singer too.
Really? I didn't know that.
Google her.
Okay.
Google her. I'm telling you, she's phenomenal. She sings some Whitney Houston that Whitney would be proud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a reach. Boy,
is-
wow. Whitney Houston.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
I can sing Whitney Houston too, but
I'm not
not
going to do
that
it.
I'm going to show right now.
I what was that other song you mentioned earlier you sang?
Oh, rewind.
No, no rewind. You did a remember, you did a cover.
Oh shoot, I don't know.
There was John Cougar Mellencamp. I remember that one was we mentioned earlier, but there's another one that you mentioned that you played that I like a lot. But you were, so I can remember. But you were also at the Houston Livestock Show on radio.
I was.
Still is, or I know it's
I
still-
think the last date that I had there was yesterday. So we did cook off. All 3 days of cook off at Lone Star Cowboy Cookers. They were amazing to
Nice,
us. They were
yeah.
so fun. And then we played the Hideout on opening night, which I'm going to make a note to self, don't play the cook-off, and then opening day, that was insane. Like, the
Much back to back.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I always lose my voice, during cook-off because of all the wood, the different woods and the smoke and the overuse of your voice and
Screaming louder.
well, everything's just, somebody said it's like you're playing a concert and going to war at the same time. And I was like, or in the middle of a battlefield or something like that. I was like, yes. I mean, it's just so loud. But I mean, the most awesome time at both. And so Hideout was after Reba played opening day, and that was awesome. So we had a great turnout. Band did awesome. We had the whole band there, and it was great. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Upcoming, we have the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo. You're gonna hang out over there, go visit.
Somebody asked me to play that, and I need to look back and see who that was. They actually reached out to my husband. He's also a musician, Leo Mendoza.
Yeah.
But I need to get back and see if they still want us to play, because we don't have anything scheduled there this year. And it would be
We'd love to see you
Yeah,
out
that
there.
would be so cool.
Yeah, that's
that
a
would be
definite
so
add.
awesome. Yes. So if you need someone to play, hint, hint,
Putting it out
wink,
And would you like to play another song for us now?
sure.
Tell me a little bit about
Absolutely.
it. What's on your mind?
Well, so you mentioned Rewind earlier.
Oh, I like that song.
And I this is one of my favorite songs that I've written. So I always love playing this song.
So really quick before you go, I mean, I was curious. Are you still living your best life under the blue sky? I mean, is that what's happening? Worried about the critics? I'm not worried about the critics. I'm living my best life under the blue sky. Isn't that the lyrics?
I mean, it's something like that. I don't really, everyone can be a critic, and everybody probably is a critic to a certain extent. I just keep doing me, and hopefully, that resonates with some people. I'm not for everybody, and it's fine. It's fine, but I definitely want to meet everybody, and I want everybody to hear my music. But I get it. Like, I mean, I have people that maybe I like their music, but I don't really care for them necessarily, or vice versa, or I don't know. I feel like music is just, I don't know. It's a very personal thing, and if you dig it, you dig it, and if not, then there's a lot of other people out there that you can
I'm enjoying your story.
resonate with.
I am. Go ahead, Susan. It's all you. Rewind.
Here's Rewind. I've heard people say, live and let live. It's a way to let your worries go. I know tomorrow is coming fast. I've got to hurry. I'm running out of gas. If I let the wind carry me away, will my mind erase all my burdens today? It's hard to focus when I'm so far behind. Emotions are shouting so loudly in my mind. I need to rewind. I need to rewind. Whoa. Thieves steal your time like it is their own. Troubles are coming, you can't let them go. Pressures from life we carry on our backs. It's tough to see the light through the cracks. If I let the wind carry me away, will my mind erase all my burdens today? It's hard to focus when I'm so far behind. Emotions are shouting so loudly in my mind. I need to rewind. I need to rewind. Whoa. I need to rewind. I need to rewind. I need to rewind. If I let the wind carry me away, will my mind erase all my this when I'm so far behind? Emotions are shouting so loudly in my mind. I need to rewind. I need to rewind. Whoa.
Woo! The audience goes wild.
You have such a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
I love it so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Man.
Well, I know that you have built a really strong career around your values, and that shows, in this interview and in your music. Do you have any advice for any upcoming aspiring young country music artists? Or
Oof, man. You got to stay true to who you are. I mean, there's so many people out there that they want to put their 2 cents in. And yes, there's a lot of people that have a lot of really good advice, but don't ever compromise what you know is right. And really, in this industry, you have to stick to like what your gut says, because a lot of people have their hands out, and when you're feeding a lot of mouths, it gets real expensive. And then sometimes, you lose focus on like why you started it in the first place. Like really have a hard conversation with yourself. Like, do I want this so bad that sometimes I might not, I might have to go without, I might have to go without seeing my friends or, doing other like after school activities. Or I say that because like I mentored a lot of like young singer-songwriters over the years, and I feel like that's a really hard conversation that you have to have with yourself, because I know I gave up a lot of things, and there were some periods in my life I was like, you know what, I kind of just want to be a kid, for a little while, and then I'd make that decision and then be like, okay, I need to go back to shows. Yeah, exactly.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. But you just have the hard talks with yourself and your parents, and and find somebody to mentor you. Find somebody that actually has done this before and is still doing it and is not burnt out and can actually like give you some like sound advice. Like Kyle Hutton is prime example. Like he has Real Life Real Music, and I was involved with that for a good long time, and it's people that have done this for a very long time, and they have really, really good advice to give you and can show you what to do.
Yeah, that's really important. I think just as a business owner, just getting advice from another business owner who's been through the things and who's had those thoughts of, there are days when you feel like you feel like you're going to give up or you don't want to do it anymore. Or it's easier just to throw in the towel. But having those hard conversations with yourself and really sticking true to who you are and why you want to do it, because that's what keeps us going.
And finding other common, like people that are like in your genre or in your age group that are also doing this too, and that are coming up just like you are. You need a foundation. You need somebody to be like, man, does this ever happen to you? Like some of my best friends in the entire world, most of my friends, period, are other artists and musicians or industry people and it's cool to just bounce things. A lot of people call it complaining. I call it, it's like a focus group, right? It's like trying to like, do we have all the data here?
We do.
Yeah.
Somebody in this group.
Somebody does. Yeah.
I feel like one of the maybe, I guess, you start going into this repetition of doing the same thing so often, so many years get underneath you, the perspective changes a little bit and how I see it, but one of the things that just I would suggest that maybe be that light, that part of the career is the joy it brings the audience. Really, there's a lot of people that get a lot more from the music than you would imagine even possible. I'm sure you've had some stories. I'm sure fans have brought it to you.
I'm thinking all the things, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure they've said if it wasn't for you, and as well as all those that try to stray you from your path, there's many that help to try to keep you on it and appreciate what you shared in it. It's meaningful in weird ways. I say weird because it just wasn't anticipated.
Exactly.
And there's that. So I
and
hopefully that.
And there's room for everybody. Like a lot of people get really like territorial over like, well, if so and so comes up, and or if there's all these young kids are coming up, then there's not going to be room for everybody. Oh yeah, there is, because like I said earlier, like you're not going to be for everybody.
Right.
You're going to find your niches, you're going to find your venues, you're going to find your people, and like finding your people, that's like the biggest reward out of like everything, is just literally finding your people.
And it brings light. It's joy. It's like music's the universal language, and so much emotion, right? I mean, you can bring on a happiness, you can bring on a sadness. You can kind of control the demeanor of the audience, and read the room. And when your response to reading a room, do you ever like change the set?
Oh, for sure.
So you're not
It's
getting the feel you're looking for.
changing. Yeah.
And so you'll. Hey, let me get them off their chairs.
Yeah.
Let me. Do you do that? What's your go-to song for bringing fire? Like, hey, wow, I want to do a 90-degree angle on these guys. Just bring it. What's the first songs that come to mind?
So we do a cover of Bobby McGee, and then we mix it with rock and roll from Led Zeppelin.
Nice. There you
And
go.
so that one's always fun, and like
They're
people aren't necessarily expecting it, that don't normally see my show. They're like, oh, cool. So you'll go from country to that, and like sometimes we'll do, I don't know, AC/DC. We did some of that stuff like at the cook-off, and people were like, oh, okay, this is fun.
It's nice. They relate, and then they start getting involved in your other songs and some more music and new music, and then they get just rained on with talent. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
We get a lot of folks in here all the time, and Bottomland sold out with Justin Lane Gates and Ken and Brand over at Table at Medley last weekend, and we've been working and visiting with Ken and Brand and Justin Lane Gates. They were little kids. They were coming to the station with his dads and stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and so we're really proud of those guys. And Justin's raw flavor. His voice is just. He's on point, and Kenneth's got all that energy and songwriting skills. I mean, they're a good pair. They got a whole U.S. tour going on. I heard Peyton Howie's heading off to Europe.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah,
she's
she's
the
going to
best.
Europe.
Man, she's got so much talent.
I saw her calendar, and I was like, dang, she's leaving.
I know.
us
I was
here in
looking at
Montgomery.
Bottomland's calendar, and I don't. Yeah. How many shows have you done like consecutively? Like not consecutively, like in days, but just a string of.
We were back to back singing.
I mean, February was pretty much back to back. I mean, I know that I did over 20 shows in February. I think that's why I was so spent. Like after Hideout, I was like I was at the doctor, like trying to get all the sinusy and the it's this time of year. It's the pollen, it's the cedar and the oak and all of that. But I play over 200 shows a year, so
It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. It just. Yeah, and you said your voice goes out and you lose your voice after a certain period of time, and you talk about burnout and just exhaustion. I can't imagine just like traveling.
You have to just
traveling
figure
that
out
much.
figure out ways to like stay healthy, like vitamin supplements and massages, and sleep is the cure all for everything.
Right.
Great food. Good food.
Good food.
I can eat my way to health.
I love food. I love food a little too much, but yeah, and just taking time to like just be quiet. That's a really big thing. And I think over the years, I've learned, like sometimes I'll just drive with the radio off, which sounds weird because I love music and I love listening to music and it pumps me up and all of that, but just sometimes just being quiet and still. And don't close your eyes while you're driving, but doing those meditation, little practices here and there.
Yeah, the white noise of the tires going sometimes is just, or like the blinker blinking.
Yes,
It's kind of soothing a little.
Yes,
it's like
it's
resetting.
soothing.
Yeah, resetting and soothing. Well, tell us a little bit more about 666 and what you guys have coming up. Do you have anything exciting on the horizon? Or?
Yeah, so of course, we've got the collaboration going with 4-6s, and their spirit company. And golly, man, we've got the song out. We've got the videos coming out to Grit and Glory very soon. We don't have a date on it yet. We're waiting to see.
Are there scenes in the video from 4-6s?
There's not. So we filmed it on a friend of ours' ranch. Okay. So we're hoping that that's not taboo, but it's our friends from RC Ranch. They're amazing. They're down in Angleton, so we were able to go and spend the day out there. And my very good friend Darwin Macon, who is also an artist, he produced and shot the video. And guys,
seen it?
Pleased? I love it.
Okay, great.
And he did my Save Me video too. So that was the first music video he ever did. And guys and gals, if y'all need video work done, like on like the highest professional level, like he
He's
is
the
the
guy.
person. He's the guy. Like top shelf for sure.
Awesome.
That's awesome. So upcoming dates? Some
Ooh.
places we can catch you?
You know, I put everything on my website, susanhickman.com. And from there, that's the hub. You can get to all of my social media, Facebook, Instagram. I am trying to be cool and do TikTok videos. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm trying. And people are always like, "Man, you don't have a whole lot of stuff online." and I've got a little bit, but like over the years, I'm like, I was busy going out and playing the shows instead of now you can become a famous TikToker just sitting at home. And I'm trying to get in that mentality a little bit, because it's like if I'm home, 2 or 3 days in a row, then I get antsy. I'm like, I want to play. So I've been trying to, set
Set
time
up your camera.
aside.
Yeah,
That's
set up
great.
your camera and play something you're working on or something you already have
Yes.
going, or you can change like the tune kind of a song that you already have.
Yes.
And yeah, people love that raw, real
My
stuff.
friend
and-
Fran from The Voice, she did that. She did while we were actually in California in the hotel room. She did Jolene sung over the melody of Hallelujah, and it's gorgeous. You should look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Fran the singer on TikTok, and she's phenomenal, and she's so cute, and she's so good. But I made so many good friends there. Like I could call them all out, but yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, like
yeah, that or even you said you were a mentor for young girls and or for young artists, and so yeah, just sharing any of your advice and tips like that, people
Yes.
people love to see that. And really, it's just like the most simple things that you're not even expecting are gonna take off. It's those videos that you put a lot of time into and thought into, and you record
Go
over and
nowhere.
over, and
Yes.
You go nowhere. They do
And then there's
nothing.
one where you just prop your phone up, you do a quick little whatever, and then everyone is like, "Oh my God, where did you get your shoes? Where did you get your this? Where's that? I love this. You look amazing." Like, and you're like, "Wow, I did that in like 4 seconds. I literally just hit post and."
The old folks would say you never can tell.
I'm glad you said that, because that right there helps you not take yourself so seriously.
Yes.
Because I've done that. I always want to make sure things look good and it's polished. I'm like, oh, I got to do my makeup. I got to do my hair.
The background's
No,
gotta be good.
You
Yeah.
don't have to do all that. Yeah, I don't look like a slob on camera, but you can also just,
You can just be real.
You can be real, and
You
it's
can be
fine.
yourself.
Yeah. And
I think a lot of people relate to that and really enjoy that. And I don't think that's a fit for everybody. I mean, when you start with so much talent, you can pretty much wear anything. I mean, really, I put on the St. Patty's hat and little leprechaun uniform and start singing, and then you're a
Yeah.
different person. I mean, otherwise we're all kind of the same. You bring your
True.
professionalism, your skill, your talents, but yours, I mean, if I'm an engineer, a plumber, I mean, I don't get that kind of community gratification. I mean, you get applause, the roar of an audience. You get that immediate gratification for your work, and I can go and say, they think they like that. I think they enjoyed my show. I got to be guessing. If you're online, I wonder if they liked me. I wonder if people like me.
yeah, true.
And you get that immediate.
Yeah.
What a nice feeling.
It's the best feeling. Oh,
I think that'd be great.
it is the best.
I'm not going up there. They laugh me off. They throw rocks and tomatoes and produce. Collect some produce. I thought I sang really good, but I saw my karaoke. It was terrible.
Oh no. I should knock on wood. Like I don't think I've had anything like that ever thrown at me. I always wondered that, because you see it in the movies,
Oh,
all
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
time.
Well, you got to be me to get that.
I mean, I wasn't like, I had to work really hard to be somewhat okay.
You ever sneak into some karaoke's and just kind of blow everybody out of the water? Yeah.
But not like I don't like. Sometimes karaoke is really fun. I don't necessarily like to do karaoke because I can never hear myself.
Okay.
And so like I always feel like I'm kind of underwater. Like I don't, yeah. But
I
it's
like that
so
part, though.
fun.
That made me feel like I was doing good.
Oh no.
Yeah, that made me feel like it was good because I couldn't hear myself, right? I was like, man, they're going to want my autograph after this. Is what I'm thinking while the song's going on. Mm-mm.
No.
No. So, okay. You're at Mongo's, let's say. It's karaoke night, and you're just out there, and no one's come up and say, hey, give me your autograph yet. They haven't really noticed that's Susan Hickman sitting there. And you could sneak into this thing and take that purse, right? What song are you going to ask for?
Ooh, Blue Bayou.
Kill it. Show me.
Show you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Blue Bayou.
I
by
should have.
Miss Susan Hickman.
I should have seen your segue, and I should have seen that coming. That's good. No, it's probably my favorite song.
Let's wrap up with this one, and then we'll share all the links below. Tell them where to find you, and leave them with Blue Bayou.
Perfect.
There you go.
Here we go. I feel so bad, I've got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happy times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday. Come on back to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Going to see my baby again, going to be with some of my friends. Maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happy times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday. Come on back to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Oh, that boy of mine by my side, the silver moon in the evening tide. Oh, some sweet day, gonna take away this hurt inside. Oh, I'll never be blue, my dreams come true. Oh, Blue Bayou.
Wow. Fantastic.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, Susan Hickman, and you can catch her at SusanHickmanMusic.com.
SusanHickman.com.
SusanHickman.com. And we'll put those links down below and every other link that you gave us, and share that out there so folks can catch you at your next show and enjoy some quality music, some great sounds from Susan Hickman. Folks, we'll be back after this with the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show.
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
Don't tune into 104.5. Lone Star Radio on my mind.
welcome back to the Texas Ticket. This is the Punch Your Texas Ticket
Punch.
segment of the show.
Not punch.
Yeah, and you know, so the ticket kind of road traveled, you know, destinations like a tagged passport, you know, but a Texas one. So you know, popular places to punch it. I don't know,
Events, local happenings, all things that'll make you more Texan by the time you leave the event. We're going to talk about it right now.
all over Texas. I mean, and there are things you can do that just aren't local here in Conroe or in Montgomery County that are quite capable of making you more Texan.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Go swim in the Frio. Tube the Guadalupe. You
Go to
know?
Taste Fest.
Go to Taste Fest at the Lone Star Convention Center, March 27th. And you can go down there and try all the caterers. And, I mean, it's the Lone Star Convention Center.
That definitely makes you more Texan just by stepping foot in the door.
Think of all those vendors. I guarantee there's one of them that sells barbecue in there.
Probably, maybe several.
100%. Yeah. And then all week long, you can take the Taste Fest tour and go to the different restaurants.
Yeah, you have until the end of May to go to all of your favorite restaurants that are in the app that they have going on and get your coupons and things. And
discounts, combo meals, trains,
taste away.
oddities, whatever the restaurant chose to offer to participate. But they had to offer something to visitors and folks that just want to try it out for the first time, maybe. You know, tired of reading reviews, saying, hey, you know, I'm not wanting other people to decide for me. I need to either keep this on my list or take it off my list. And this is a great opportunity to bring those restaurants into a first-hand touch where I'm not reading reviews anymore. I'm going to go try it. Because there's a lot of things I like that I don't think a lot of people like, you know. And other people have, you know, everything from crazy foods that just no matter how you look at it. You know, like when Austin Simmons was here, he was talking about lingua, barbacoa, and some other menudo, things the rest of the country doesn't necessarily eat as often, you know.
Right.
Octopus, you know, pulpo,
beef tongue.
lingua, and cheek meat, the barbacoa, and just a lot of different things that are done in just amazing in Texas. You ever have menudo? You know, my mom would order menudo no patas.
What is that?
Well, menudo is hominy and beef tripe,
Okay.
and occasionally pig's feet are in the soup. You know, and no patas means no feet. So my mom would order it with no
No
patas.
feet.
Yeah, and you had to get real authentic to find one that actually put it in there. And when we made it at home, it just wasn't part of the recipe. You know. You ever seen those little chicken feet and chicken beaks and stuff and heads and for sale at the butcher?
Yeah, we get the chicken paws, they call them, for the dogs.
Yeah, really? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I was wondering what people do with that stuff. Anyway, moving on, getting lost in there.
Sorry.
And you know, I still keep looking for where all the oxtail comes from. I really don't know where this many ox are. Oxen.
Nobody else does either.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Okay, so Frankenbolt's Brewery out there in Dobbin, Texas. It's on the way to Plantersville right before you get there, 105 West, past Montgomery on the right-hand side at Four Corners in Dobbin. Frankenbolt's Brewery is doing a vendor market March 23rd from 12 to 6, and they're at that home of that amazing beer and pizza. Really, it's that good. You can sip,
Beer and
shop.
pizza?
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with beer and pizza.
Support the arts by voting for the 34. Or no, that's not it. Anyway, so sip and shop, drink some beers, try some pizzas, shop the vendors that are out there, and get to know more. Check out Frankenbolt's, and you can kind of see that. A really neat little thing to go out there to the country and do all that fun stuff.
And speaking of markets, the Main Street Market is a weekly event that occurs on Saturday, right here off Thompson Street in Conroe. And you can go and, you know, check out all the things that the vendors have, the local vendors, whether it's, you know, food or bites or homemade goodies. You can check that out there at the
Pure
Montgomery
vanilla,
Farmers Market.
there's a vendor called Vanilla Nosh. And they do the pure vanilla sugar, and vanilla purees, and all these, and other types of stuff. But these are things that are called for in so many recipes that you can't get at Walmart. You know what I mean?
No.
And so it's really a nice touch to these local farmers markets. There's also the Montgomery Farmers Market every Saturday at 9 a.m. to 12 over at the KOA Campground on Highway 105 West. You can get that before you get to Montgomery. It'll be on your left-hand side. And a few insider alerts, right? I wanted to bring some insider alerts. Well, one, the Embassy Suites out there in the Woodlands, it's called Embassy Suites, March 23rd, they made a big deal about beer buckets, right? Beer bucket, March 23rd. And
What is that?
I don't know. But if you're an insider, you bet you do.
better find
you
out.
ain't advertising beer buckets as the name of your event without it being something that's like got a lot of
Well
momentum
known.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
At
right.
the embassy suite. What are you doing here? It's beer buckets day. Well, yeah.
Here
That's
for the beer buckets.
I'm here for the beer. Second insider alert. Guadalajara's on Lake Conroe is moving to downtown Conroe.
Really?
They're
Wow.
going to be down here where the Texas Vintage used to be on the square. It was McAllister's, I think, before. That's not it. It was another name before that. And I think this is going to be a great touch for the downtown area and a great touch for downtown Conroe. And I look forward to patroning and can't wait to see what they do with the place. They're in their remodeling today. And have been all week, and it'll be open here soon, and we'll have Harry come back out on the show to come tell us all about it.
Can't
And-
wait. That's super
yeah,
exciting.
it's gonna be great.
Congrats to them.
There was another. I'm gonna wait to tell that. Ryder Grimes is over at the table at Medley tonight. He'll be out there, and it's $15 at the door. Starts at 7:30 tonight over at the table at Medley here in Conroe, Texas. And Two Tones has dueling pianos all the time. Right, I didn't know that because every time I see dueling pianos, I'm like, oh wow,
That's like their thing there.
it's their thing. Yeah. So so every night, dueling pianos is an ongoing thing out there at Two Tones. So I wanted to bring that up because it was a few times it popped on my calendar and I kept seeing it and I'm like, oh, they do this all the time. Kevin Lamar will be at Red Brick Tavern. No covers, tips are accepted, and I think that is tomorrow. We'll back up the date on that and share that with you. Actually, I think he's the 28th, but I'll double check and see what that is. Cody Joe Hodges will be playing tonight as well at the Do-Si-Do Breakfast and Barbecue Whiskey Bar. It's a lot of that name.
Yeah.
Sawyer
Tongue
Hill.
twister.
Yeah, Sawyer Hill at the Heights Theater. And he's in Houston, and that's March 23rd. That'll be this weekend. That event, you can catch Sawyer Hill, Heights Theater in Houston. The Texas Aggie Land Orchestra Band Arrow will be at the Big Barn over there on Highway 105 West, March 22nd. Show starts at 6:30. And I wanted to bring up the April 5th Victory for Veterans, the North Houston Charity Motorcycle Ride. It starts at Hunger Crush Cafe. They're still taking in bikes and classic cars. It's 149 mile, includes meals and a 50-50 raffle, and they keep showing dice, so I'm not sure how that game works, but, kind of like a poker run, I think. You throw every time you get to the next stop, and there's a few stops, I think 3 stops, and they come right back and in here at the J&B Cycle Works here in Conroe, Texas at the end of that. What you got?
I got Montgomery Mudbug and Music Festival.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to have Pat Green, Trent Cowie, lots of Peyton Howie, and that is going to be in Shenandoah, March 29th, 1 to 10. That's 1097 McCaleb Road. So March 29th from 1 to 10. That's this weekend.
So there's
No,
two
it's next weekend.
amazing things going on May 3rd. Amazing. One.
The fashion show.
Well, that's two.
Oh, sorry.
One is Bailey Idol and Joan Jett are going to be at the Cynthia Mitchell Woods Pavilion, but you can do that after dinner, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You probably won't.
Not
have time.
really, yeah. No. But anyway, the show starts at 7. It's going to be at the Joan Jett and the Blackhearts at Cynthia Mitchell Woods Pavilion with Billy Idol. Wow.
Big one.
Wow. You did the Montgomery Music Fest. The North Houston Mom Spring Festival is April 12th. The 12th Annual Barbecue Festival, Houston Barbecue Festival, is April 6th. A couple of dates I wanted to mention. Oh, yeah, and Grand Central Park Conroe also has a rotating farmers market kind of day. It's organic to them, and at the beginning of each month, and they just had theirs, so we'll see the next one May 3rd at 9 a.m. What else we got?
Got a lot of events. My papers didn't print out correctly, so
We did bring up Weird Al Yankovic at one point.
We
Yeah.
did, yes. We brought that up. That's in August 1st. Bigger and Weirder 2025 tour. Weird Al Yankovic.
The Conroe Conjuring, a monthly event at the Owen Theater. We'd like to thank those folks for bringing that show to us. It's March 26th is their next one. Magic of Pelota is March 27th. Shake Russell at the Do-Si-Do Breakfast and Barbecue Bar on 105. Oh, actually, no, it's in the Woodlands, but that's April 4th. Couples Therapy. That's the April 5th show with Jesse Payton. And it's a relationship-themed comedy show. So if it's a Do-Si-Do Big Barn. It's gonna be
a good one. It's gonna be
I
good.
laugh when I say the title.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. Okay, what else we got? I think that's about Statespo Review, March 22nd. That's Dosi Do Breakfast Bar. Yeah, that's it. May 3rd. Second is the Moco Fashion Show and Wine Dinner, 5-course meal, 5 wines brought to us by Messinahoff Winery. You can come get the stylings of Chef B. There'll be a DJ, live music, live entertainment, and a full-blown fashion show with different gowns, evening wear, and not evening wear, but suits and tuxedos and bridal wear. Evening gowns, that kind of thing. And just... an amazing menu. You can catch all of that online. The tickets are now available. They became available on Tuesday, and you can find that link below. And so join us for that. And 25% of the proceeds from the Salon will actually come directly to support Lone Star Community Radio and support local business. And the same mantra of the show here at Lone Star Community Radio. You can check them at irlonestar.com to see more information about shows, podcasts, how to become a guest, or how to come on the show yourself. We appreciate you watching the Texas Ticket Show. Special thanks to Diamond & Co. Thank you for coming out to play and being a supporter of the Moco Fashion Show. Thank you for that.
Yeah, we're excited for
And the production team here at Lone Star Community Radio, we'd like to thank them as well. And who else we got? Hunger Crush Cafe. They're the lead on the Victory for Veterans Fun Run. And Messinahoff Winery since 1977. Thank you, Timberline Crossing, Conroe's premier event venue. Folks, we'll see you next week right here on the Texas Ticket.
Let's get it.